Doesn't get no better.
It does not.
Bend over real slow, pick that up. Officer LeRoy, I'm a bit confused. Is that a driveway to someone's house?
It totally is.
Tactical Doodle's looking for a place to pee.
It's preemptive, so I can wait.
Go, dude. Just find a tree.
Alright.
Rock it.
Alright.
We pulled alongside Highway 140 northbound into Yosemite because we had, I don't know, Officer LeRoy right on our tails.
Dude, he would just not leave. He would not pass. He wouldn't do it. He was just waiting for an excuse the whole time.
Come on, Mr. Ducati.
I guarantee
just
his
do
fingers
something.
on the siren. He's looking at his buddy going, just wait. Just wait. And the whole time
Joe, come in, over. Yeah, I got me 2 Ducatis. It'll be just a minute before they dick it up, and I'll pull them over.
I know he was.
Not today. No, we're not planning on doing anything illegal at all, but it kind of, I don't know, cramps your style when you got a cop on your tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's already getting pretty. Gorgeous day out here. Temperature's gotten cooler as we've gained in elevation. Doodle's gonna go pee-pee. Here's a deal though on the park. If the line's long, and I've been to Yosemite before where the line is like an hour just to get in the park, we are bailing. We're here to ride motorcycles mostly, scenery as it happens. So if that's the case, we're just gonna reverse course, hightail it back to San Fran, done. Maybe we'll come back in the off season at a better time. If there is an off season here at Yosemite, I don't know. Probably isn't. And we want to get as much riding in as we can, not waiting in lines. Now it is kind of a late start, 8:30, after we got all packed up and doing the filming and everything. And Tactical Doodle just finished peeing in somebody's driveway apparently. Cool. You ready to rock?
Yeah, totally.
I think we let him get far enough ahead.
He's got plenty of lead time, but he'll probably be waiting around a corner.
That's why we got our little friend watching us. Now, some guys will say, well, how are you going to know that's going to be sounding off because you can't hear it? That is a true statement, but it's in your cross-check, yo. Speedometer, radar detector, map. And actually leading is a lot of work because you're navigating, driving safe on a Ducati, no less. So that means somewhat sporty at times. Monitoring the radar, monitoring the vitals of the bike. And watching for my son, who's a new motorcyclist, by the way. He's only, what, 3 months into motorcycle riding?
So.
You have had an accelerated course, my friend. Accelerated. You are doing well. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time with him, and he has kind of a natural talent for riding, from what I've seen so far. Mr. Tactical Doodle. Start it up. Let's hear that motor, dude. On a good camera, not a GoPro.
Yeah.
The Hyperstrada. Here we go. Hopefully we can make it in the park. No promises. don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a backup of vehicles right there at that checkpoint. Highway 140 going to Yosemite. Probably a half-hour wait in that line alone. Then when we get to the gate, maybe an hour to get in the park. We just don't have the time.
Not today.
Not today. So if you want us to go back to Yosemite, maybe on Ducatis, maybe a BMW, let us know. Watch the video. We'll come back. And we forgot to top off leaving Mariposa. So his range is really limited. We don't want to get stuck in the park with no gas on these bikes. Yeah. So we're gonna bail. That is an awesome canyon, isn't it?
Oh, it's so awesome.
That is like just a dream ride right here.
They know how to make canyon roads here. You got plenty of space in each lane and a shoulder. Don't see that much in other states.
It's gorgeous. Look at this river. We almost got to Yosemite.
Almost.
Almost. Really close.
Oh no, we'll just have to come back.
Well, it's time and money.
A lot of money.
Always in short supply. Everything is time and money. We'll see if we come back. We'll see what TNPers think.
Yeah.
If they dig it, we'll come back. We'll make it happen. And we'll stage from Mariposa next time early.
Yeah.
Jump in. Just wait in the lines, whatever they are. Find out what the off-peak is. This is part of the peak of Yosemite because the runoff's high and people like to see the waterfalls and stuff. I guess you won't be able to climb Half Dome after all. Free climber. Just kidding. All right, we're back in the saddle. To San Fran we go. At least the bikes won't be late.
Yeah.
Dan won't be pissed at us. Well, not that pissed, hopefully. You want to lead? You want me to lead?
You can lead.
All right. So Doodle, again, is a newer motorcycle rider, so we're not flying around these corners. For that, I want to keep him safe. What'd you say?
Even if I were super experienced, this is the speed I'd be going.
Yeah. A lot of blind corners.
Blind corners, tourists, and gravel.
Yeah. Stay alive, stay safe, keep your bike in one piece, keep you in one piece. So, I'm probably a little bit more on the aggressive side as a rider. True or false?
Yeah.
That's just how I ride. But Doodle, I have to think about him as lead, and so I'm always throttling back to let him catch up. And I don't want to press him. I don't want to press him, make him think he has to catch up with me. That's not good. That's not a good dynamic to ride out of your comfort zone. That's kind of what happened in the canyon the other day when you swung wide. You were trying to catch up with me. True? Yeah. So I can't do that. So you go ahead and lag behind. That is A-okay by me, and I'll slow down and let you catch up. Hyperstrada, Multistrada. Fun, fun, fun ride. Very memorable TNP adventure. What you say?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dream ride, dream bike.
Just really cool. Over to touring mode. There we go. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Sound like a coyote.
I think that's elk.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with the wildlife in these parts.
definitely elk.
Check it out. That dude's got like a observatory in his front field.
It's cool.
Or an ion cannon.
Probably both.
Taking a little break. Could this ride be any better?
Oh, dude, it's so awesome.
I mean, we had the coast,
I know.
the ocean, the waves, the rocks, great food. The roads have been sublime. Amazing.
It's been awesome, awesome.
And I'll tell you what, one thing I'm learning, and you've told me about this, but I just didn't get it until I was riding these bikes around, is the cachet of Ducati.
It's weird.
I mean, seriously, guys just go crazy over Ducati. Wherever you park, people are coming up to you. We've shown you a few. It's like driving a Ferrari. It's the Ferrari of bikes. I didn't know this. My son, by the way, is very embarrassed on my getup. He says, dude, that is so fruity.
Kinda is.
I'm staying alive, though.
Well, I just want a cool shot of the, the bike so I can throw that on my desktop and have something to remember the ride by. I don't want this giant neon nipple hanging in the middle of the shot.
It's my job to embarrass you in life.
I know. It's functional and it's awesome.
It's way functional, and that sheriff felt sorry for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, so good. Blasting back to the bay, short break, changing out the batteries, getting some water.
Word.
Love these bikes. 10 out of 10. There's your review.
Cool. Wow. I'm really impressed at how well this does. The traction control is just awesome. what I was thinking is orienting the bikes horizontally. Let's do it. Yeah, because I'd flip by. Every wave, I could just tell they're like, man, I'm on a freaking DRZ. They're on a bunch of dual sporters. Hey man, we're in the same boat.
You will have put over 1,000 miles on this thing.
Wow.
When it's all said and done.
That's awesome. Love it.
Okay, get on it. That was a rush. Hyperstrada, Multistrada, 3-day adventure, California. First and foremost, we would like to extend a thank you to law enforcement of California for having better things to do than harass bikers. That was cool.
That's very nice.
Seriously, there were no problems whatsoever.
And there are a couple times I thought there were going to be problems.
The ones we did see were cool.
Yeah.
Totally cool. They're too busy, I don't know, chasing real crime, not harassing bikers.
Good thought.
So the goals to review on the Ducatis when we started this adventure tactical doodle. Number one was
I don't know them by heart. You kept saying them, but the order.
safety. Come on now.
I thought it was fun.
2, no tickets. 3, fun.
That was it.
And then I did out of a 4th after your little misadventure in the gravel.
I'm pretty sure there were 3.
No, the 4th was
there were 3 all
don't
along.
scratch the damn bikes. We added that one later. We told the guys about this. Yeah. Oh! It's really not that bad.
I feel it's embarrassing, but it's not like a bike destroying.
It's a rub. That's how I think of it. A rub. And thank heavens again, that bag was on there.
No.
That beats the heck out of, I don't know, a fairing scrape.
I'd like to pretend I was strong enough to catch it before it fell.
I would like to pretend that too, but apparently that was not the case. Quick out brief. We've been talking about these bikes all along. We love them. We love the Hyperstrada. We love the Multistrada. First, the Multi. For me, 6'3", it is a little bit more of a cramped ride. I'm riding a v-strom DL1000, and that is a more comfortable bike for me. The seat here, not as comfortable, even with a sheepskin on it. That's right. Your mileage may vary. Speaking of which, we ran it mostly in touring modes, just for mileage and a balance of power, good suspension. Really happy with the touring mode. Sport mode was a party, but like we talked about, the gas consumption went way up.
Especially on the Hyper.
We were lowering the hammer on them too, though, to be honest. I mean, we got on it. So yeah, you're gonna go through more gas. Love the ABS. I love the whole panel, the readout on the Multistrada. Heck, I'd just buy it for that alone.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Strom has none of that. It's just so cool, useful stuff you can cycle through. You can get instantaneous mileage, average, MPG, you can get temperature, outside temperature, all kinds of stuff. And it actually has a setting in there that tells me when you're getting ready to dump it in the gravel again. I didn't notice it until too late.
Oh, that's that little light.
It was cool. I didn't know. I wish I'd known that earlier. This totally saved us. This is a little portable battery I brought. So when we navigated with the iPhone, you know, we knew where we were. That helped us once or twice.
Yeah.
Once or twice, it was cool. But we were going so slow, it really wasn't a factor. Mostly. Hate the bags. The bags on the Multi are just horrendous. They're not fun to deal with.
Bad.
They're big enough, kind of, for what we did, but they're just such a pain to load. They're flimsy. No.
Not easy to detach. The key tends to stay in whenever you lock it and detach, at least on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Great bike, though. Oddly enough, about the same size and weight as the v-strom.
Which is weird.
It freaked us out when we found that.
The wheelbase is closed.
This has a much lower center of gravity, though, and I like that about this bike. I dig it. All right, out brief, quick, on the Hyperstrada. What you loved, what you hated, doodle.
Love the size.
You just spent 1,000 miles on this thing, more or less. Okay, go.
The size, I wish I could make every bike this size for me. It's the first one that fits. Low speed maneuvers are possible. The turning radius is kind of lazy. I noticed that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kind of a wide turning radius?
Yeah. For how big the bike is, it should be a lot smaller. Kind of disappointing. Horsepower is, of course, fantastic. Everything about it's great except for your wind protection, really.
Got no wind protection.
If you're riding it all the time on the highway, then it can get old.
Small gas tank. We were stopping a lot to fill you up.
120, 130 miles before gas.
Constantly on the interphone, he's like, dude, I need to get some gas. I'm like, oh, already? Again, in sport mode, it goes quicker.
Sporting it. I think 180 was our first day.
How about having a pillion rider on the back?
I think it's very optimistic.
I would
if you
never.
hate the rider.
The Multi, no problem, but on the back of this one, I don't know. We didn't do it, but it doesn't look like it'd be that great because it's such a small bike.
It'd almost be easier for you to sit on the back and then drive and then squeeze it.
Yeah, the way I raised you.
It's that
so I'm driving on the back and you're sitting in my lap.
You can do that.
Great bike though. It's an F16, just like we said, man. It's a 24/7 frat party that hangs a double bird and goes to pizza later on. That's a Hyperstrada. Not a touring bike, I wouldn't say. I mean, we did it. More or less 1,000 miles on this thing.
It depends on where your bar's set. If you're a guy coming from bullet bikes and all that, this could be your touring bike. But if you're a Goldwinger, Stromer, 1200 GS,
maybe not.
You're gonna be kind of let down in the wind protection.
How epic was the scenery and the roads we drove on? Oh my gosh.
It was like idyllic.
It was so fun. You guys saw it coming down the mountain, the twisties, the scenery, just beautiful. And we had to take it kind of careful too because, I mean, there's no hay bales or grass fields to slide off into, only the expanse of a cliff and death. There you go. So we did good, man. Safe, no tickets, slight rub, live and learn.
Amazingly no tickets.
Huh?
Amazingly no tickets.
What are you talking about, dude? We weren't going that fast.
I think one time I got all the way up to 65.
I might have gotten up, I'm just saying, momentarily 78 miles an hour on it.
Cards on the table.
You know, it'd be interesting to ride this and then to ride the new 2013 Multi and see the differences in suspension. But I'm not the expert on that suspension. You'd have to have a really experienced guy with Ducati bouncing back and forth between the bikes. We'll give you a broad stroke. Bottom line, they're both 10 out of 10. We buy them both. They're awesome. Hey, thanks for tuning that turbocharger up for us. It totally worked. That's our mechanic, by the way. He put our rear tire on. All right, signing off. nutnfancy Project. This has been the Ducati motorcycle adventure, and we loved it. See ya.